Hey guys, Traveling Troy here. Today I want to show you around the van a little bit and kind of give you an idea of the plans that my dad and I discussed and what we're going to do with the van. Nothing's set in stone, but I just kind of wanted to show you what we're going to do. We're going to kind of break it up into phases. We just completed phase one last week, and there's probably going to be, maybe a week or two gap, maybe three, I don't know, depends on if we can get our schedules arranged. But yeah, there'll be a little bit of a gap, and then we'll do the second phase, which we'll get a lot done in that phase, and then then we'll have a small gap, and then we'll have the third phase. But yeah, today I just want to kind of show you what the plan is, exactly what we plan on doing with every square inch of this van, if plans don't change. But first, let's break the chains. Well, first let's start with the front of the van here, up in the cab area. This passenger side seat, we are going to add on a swivel attachment to the bottom of the seat here, which will probably raise it up a little bit, but it's going to allow us to swivel the seat all the way around so that it'll be facing this direction, and that will kind of open up the space here and give another seat for the living space area. We also are looking at putting an ottoman right here to go along with it. A small little box where I can prop my feet up, and we're thinking about maybe putting a porta-can inside that little ottoman. So that's something it's in the works. So that's the plan for that, and that's really about it for that. But another thing we'll do is we're going to put a curtain here, and to close off the cab area from the living space and make it more stealth. So that's about it for the front area. Now for the driver's side, behind the driver's seat all the way, just about all the way to the back, we're planning on putting a bed here. This actually, I'll be talking about this one in another video, but this is 2 pieces of plywood here that we've cut, and it's actually 8 foot long, that piece of plywood. We didn't cut it. Well, we trimmed off a little bit on the edge. There's a little sanding on the edge, on the end, but that's an 8 foot board right there. So you see there's actually 8 feet from the door to the back of the seat, but we're going to put a 6 foot long bed here. It's going to be a couch bed combo, so basically there'll be some cushions up against the wall here to where you can sit here and lean up against the wall back that way, and then of course there'll be a bed lined up along here, and then I think we're not positive on our dimensions yet, but we're looking at maybe 24 inches wide, but then we're going to have it to where it pulls out another 12 inches or so to make a 36-inch wide bed. Maybe more than that. We're kind of looking into sizes of beds and things like that right now to figure that out completely. Okay, this little area here, the sliding door side on the passenger side of the vehicle, we have this fairly small little area here, but what we're going to do with it, in that corner right in here, we're looking at putting 2 batteries over there, maybe stacking them or fitting them in there somehow. We're working on the measurements now and what batteries will fit in there now. We're going to make this whole area right here basically the electrical setup, with the batteries, the inverter, the charge controller, everything over there. All cabling will be run straight to there, and then over in this area we're going to have some shelving and storage all up along this wall here and down to the wheel well. And then we're looking at doing some sort of a either a fold down from the ceiling, or a fold down from the shelving system bed. So maybe it'll fold down right here, or up top, something that's up here and it folds down or comes down from the ceiling. So that'll be a little desk, or a kind of a dinette setup. So we'll have some place to eat and some place to work on the computer or whatever. Okay, now I'm looking in from the back doors. What we're planning on doing back here is putting a galley back here, sort of like how Dan Travels has his, but he's using the side doors. We're going to try to put it back here in the back. It's probably only going to be about as high as the windows, basically. We'll have some sort of a storage system that will have a, like maybe a Coleman stove that pulls out right here. We'll have some storage for pots and pans and have a little pantry area. But we're going to try and encompass it all right here. It'll probably go about from the wheel well all the way to the back of the van. So I can't quite remember that measurement, but I think it's about a little more than a foot. And then we're hoping to have drawers that come out to help extend it, and we may also put something here that folds down and makes a table out here to give some, like a cutting board area or something, or a preparation area. So yeah, so the back, we're looking at making a galley back here. Now on top of the roof here, we're going to have in the very back, actually let's see, we're probably going to put some solar panels up here, and we're going to have a fantastic fan. In the very back, we'll probably have one panel, and then a little further up, we'll have the fantastic fan. The fantastic fan has to fit in between two crossbars that are along the ceiling inside. It has to fit between these two. So the fantastic fan will be up a little further. There'll be a solar panel behind it, and then we're going to look at putting maybe 2 more solar panels up here in the front. 120 watt solar panels. One other thing I wanted to mention here, like I said before, this is about 8 foot long. The length is about 8 foot from the door to the back of the driver's side seat. So we'll have the bed here taking up most of it, and in that back corner right there, we're going to put a water tank. Not quite sure the size yet, but it's going to be worth looking. I don't think we're going to put a water system in here with piping and all that. I think we're just going to put a tank there with a pump action, so that you can pump it, and then you'll have a hose outside in the galley area where you can spray water on bowls and clean things or whatever, and there'll be a refill valve right here somewhere. So that's the plan for that. Okay, well, that concludes my little tour of what we're going to do with the van. Feel free to leave any comments or suggestions of maybe you have some advice or have some ideas of what we could possibly do with the van. Always we welcome advice and other ideas. We're just two guys, a father and son. We may not have thought of everything, but we're doing our best. Well, thanks a lot for watching. Make sure you comment and like the video and subscribe. Take it easy. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click the subscribe button right there. It's free. If you want to see more Travel in Troy, go to travelandtroy.com or go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/thetravelandtroy. And if you missed any of this pre-build series, click the big box in the middle and you can go watch the entire series.